Hello everyone, this is Nikki in Japan. So today I plan to answer some TOEIC questions. So I'll start with part 1, listening. So in part 1 listening, you will see several photographs. When you take the TOEIC exam, you will see 6 photographs like this. 5, 6. Yes. You will see 6 photographs and then you will hear an audio. You will hear 4 choices describing the photo, and you have to choose which among them is the best description for the photo. So let's just do that now. I'm just gonna get a paper over here.
Test 1. Part 1. Number 1. Look at the picture marked number 1 in your test book. A.
He's opening a bag.
B.
He's riding on a bicycle.
C.
He's wearing a pair of sunglasses.
D.
He's sitting on some rocks.
All right. So when you see and when you answer photographs in TOEIC, it's important that you identify some nouns and verbs that you see in the photo. For instance, wait up, let me just remove this pop-up. It's annoying, I know. It also happens in my other computer. All right, annoying pop-ups. I hate these pop-ups over here. Wait up, how do I remove this? All right, here you go. Nope. All right, so here you are. So, when I see photographs like this, as what I've been saying earlier, identify some nouns and verbs. Like, for instance, for this photograph, I see it seems like a mountain in his background. There are rocks at his feet. This guy looks like a climber. When you see a person, try to identify what he's wearing. Like he's wearing some glasses, a hat, a cap, some gears, hiking gears. What I like about TOEIC is that they're very generic. So the terms that they will be using are general terms. So it doesn't have to be very specific. Clothes are okay, clothing are okay, gear. He's wearing a backpack, but it's not very obvious here. He's wearing some hiking boots over here. And verbs, right? What's happening in this photo? It seems that he's trying to hike or he is standing. Okay, so now this time I will try to replay the audio so that you would have a better take on it. Let's see. I will replay this bit by bit so you can also follow. And then let's talk about them. Let's talk about the audio.
Test 1. Part 1. Number 1. Look at the picture marked number 1 in your test book. A.
He's opening a bag.
Okay, so he has a bag, but his hands are not in his bag. If he was opening a bag, his hands would be in his bag. So it's not letter A.
B.
He's riding on a bicycle.
Well, I'm not seeing a bicycle here, so it's not B.
C.
He's wearing a pair of sunglasses.
He's wearing a pair of sunglasses. He is indeed wearing sunglasses. I mean, some glasses, but since the photo is black and white, I'm not sure if they are sunglasses or they are ordinary glasses. So I'm still gonna wait for part like option D.
D.
He's sitting on some rocks.
So he's definitely not sitting, he is standing on some rocks. So the answer here is letter C. Now let's go over to the next photograph. So for the next photo, I'm seeing here two people, a man and a woman. Nouns. I'm seeing a laptop, bread. Is this bread? A pen. But most importantly, I try to look at their eyes and their hands. Their eyes show me direction. They're looking at some paper. Their hands, the man is holding the paper, and a woman on her hands is a cup. I'm not sure what's inside the cup because it's not visible in the photo. So TOEIC, what I like about TOEIC is that it doesn't force you to assume things that you don't see in the photo. So for instance, here, we cannot really say what's inside the cup, right? So the answer here will not talk about whatever the woman is drinking. So now let's try to listen.
Number 2. Look at the picture marked number 2 in your test book. A.
The woman is pouring coffee into a cup.
The woman is pouring coffee into the cup. No, I'm not seeing her pouring some coffee because she already has a cup on her hand. So it's not A.
B.
The man is pointing at a screen.
Pointing at a screen. So look at his hands. His hands are on a paper or on a document. So he's not pointing on a screen.
C.
They are examining a document.
They are examining a document. They look like they are examining a document because when you look at their eyes, the eyes are both directed towards the document.
D.
They are setting a computer on a desk.
They're setting a computer. So now, if you look at the photo, the computer has already been set up on the desk. If they are setting the computer on the desk, listen, it's on the present tense, right? So verbs in the present tense show you action that happens right now. So if they are indeed setting up a computer on the desk or on the table, their hands should be on the computer, but their hands are not. So the answer for this question is letter C, because both their eyes are peered over the document and the man's hand is on the document. So that's C. They are investigating this document. Now let's go to number 3. For number 3 here, I can see a man in front and then he has a lot of audience looking at him. It seems, although I cannot see their eyes, I can see that their heads are bobbed towards this man. So it looks like this man has a presentation. So let's try to answer number 3.
Number 3. Look at the picture marked number 3 in your test book. A. Some people are listening to a presentation.
Some people are listening to a presentation. So if you look at the photo, it is possible that this is the answer because these people, right, the audience, they look like they are listening to a presentation. It seems like the man is presenting in front of them.
B. Some people are gathered at the outdoor theater.
At the outdoor theater. So that's a very good point here. So if you can see in the photo, it doesn't look like an outdoor theater. There are chairs and this looks like within, like inside, right? You can see his reflection. The floor is shiny. So this one looks like an indoor room.
C. Some people are playing musical instruments.
I don't see any musical instruments here. I see a lot of people, but no musical instruments.
D. Some people are passing through a hallway.
some people are passing through a hallway. So this is a hallway, but I don't see any other person passing through the hallway. So the answer here is letter A. Some people are listening to the man. Some people are listening to a presentation. Now let's go to number 4. So in this photo, I'm not seeing a person, I'm seeing a room, right? So take note of nouns, possible nouns here: chairs, table, a desk, counter. This here is not very clear, so I'm sure TOEFL will or TOEIC will not ask questions about the things that are on the table. So there's a lamp, there are huge windows, there's a wall over here, some paintings on the wall or some pictures on the wall. There's a chair, a bench, a sofa, another desk, carpet, and some light fixtures. So as I've mentioned, TOEIC loves generic things. They would probably call this light fixture, light equipment, There's also a plant. Now, what could be possible what are possible verbs to hear in TOEIC? So usually you would hear things like being, right? So when you hear options with the word being, for instance, the paintings are being hanged on the wall, that means a person or an animal or a robot or something else is doing the action, and that actor must be seen on the photograph. Okay? So probably here you would hear verbs like hang on the wall or the chairs are arranged neatly, something like that. So let's try to listen.
Number 4. Look at the picture marked number 4 in your test book. A.
Some books are stacked on a table.
Books. So I'm not sure if these are books. I think TOEIC is not evil. They would probably not choose that as an answer because it's not very clear whether these are books on the table.
B.
A light fixture is being moved to a corner.
Right, so you've heard the word being moved. So there is a light fixture here. There's also a light fixture here, but I don't see anyone or anything doing the action, so that's not an answer.
C.
A carpet is being installed on the floor.
Right away I know that it's not an answer because I heard the word being. A carpet is being installed. There must be something doing the installation. Although there is a carpet on the floor, that is not an answer.
D.
Some paintings are hanging on a wall.
Some paintings are hanging on a wall. Yes, that is correct because the paintings are indeed hanging on the wall. So that's letter D. Next up, photograph number 5. So I can see here 2 people, a man and a woman. A man and a woman are both standing by the railings. There's also a bike behind the woman. When you see people, look at their eyes. Their eyes are both directed to what seems like a mobile phone. The woman is holding a mobile phone, and both their hands are pointing towards the mobile phone. They're wearing jackets, they're wearing jeans, they're wearing shoes. There's a bike over here that is on the railing. What else? This seems like a pathway, like a walkway. Behind them, I could see a body of water. That could be a river, a stream, and behind them are trees. So what I'm doing is I'm taking note of nouns that are in the photo. I look at the people for action. They seem to be looking at the phone, pointing towards the phone. So other than that, all possible actions would point at the bicycle being on the railings over here. So now let's try to listen to number 5.
Number 5. Look at the picture marked number 5 in your test book. A.
A bicycle is leaning against the railing.
A bicycle is leaning, right? The bicycle is indeed leaning against the railing, and this is what you call a railing. So I'm seeing a bike here, it's leaning against the railing.
B.
They are walking along a river.
Walking, I'm not seeing their legs moving, so they're not walking.
C.
The man is replacing a tire.
Replacing a tire. So if the man is replacing a tire, his hands or one of his hands should be holding a tire.
D.
The woman is kneeling down on the ground.
Kneeling down on the ground. So now I know that the word kneeling seems like a difficult English word, but you could listen to other words like ground. Woman on the ground. I don't see her on the ground. She is standing, but she's not really on the ground. So that's not letter D. So the answer for this is letter A. The bicycle is leaning on the railing. So see, I know that leaning is also a difficult English word, and some of you may not be familiar with that, but I heard the words bicycle and railing. So sometimes in TOEIC, you only have to hear or catch some nouns in the photo and then choose that as the best answer. So for this case, it's letter A. Last one. Number 6 over here, I can see that this looks like a porch, an outdoor, a photo taken in the outdoor. There is an umbrella over here, some trees in the background, some plant boxes, some chairs, a table, some other plants over here. There are no people. This looks like a fence railing. So those are nouns that you would probably hear from this photograph. What else? Actions. I'm not seeing any person here, so there should not be I should not choose options with the word being, right? So let's try to answer number 6.
Number 6. Look at the picture marked number 6 in your test book. A.
An umbrella has been left opened.
An umbrella, right? Umbrella opened. There is an umbrella, but it's not opened.
B.
A balcony is overlooking a street.
Balcony. So this is a balcony, but in the photo, I'm not sure where the street is. TOEIC is not evil. If you don't see any street, that could not be an answer.
C.
Some potted plants have been placed beside a fence.
So potted plants, I could see some potted plants over here, potted plants, and this is a fence. So that could be an answer.
D.
Some bushes are enclosing the garden.
Some bushes are enclosing the garden. So maybe the garden is outside this balcony. I can't see that very well. I cannot see where the garden is. Maybe it's outside, but I cannot see them. Maybe there are bushes outside the balcony, but I cannot see them. So I would choose C for this answer because I can see potted plants over here and I could see fence. I could see the potted plants are placed near the fence. So that's letter C. All right. So that's all for today. For listening photographs, it's important that you take note of nouns that you see in a photo or verbs. Usually, verbs are easier when there are people around. Otherwise, if there are no people or there are no living thing or a thing doing an action, you should not choose options with the word being. All right? So if you have any questions, please type down in the comment section below. Thank you.